Hi, I'm John Barrett. This is Honeyville. Honeyville is in Humansdorp.
This has been our dreaming for a while.
Yeah.
John bought the farm 8 years ago and we've been together 7. So a lot of what we're doing here has been our vision together.
My name is Ezio Gori, also known as Buzz, and I'm a permaculture designer and teacher, and also a project management and sustainable development consultant. And I've been leading the permaculture design course here at Honeyville.
I'm Dave, I'm organic gardener. I've been here 1 year now.
We've been hosting a permaculture design course, and we teach them the basics of permaculture design. We then also integrate various themes into the design, such as water, soils, agroforestry, natural building and so forth. And throughout this process we give quite a lot of practice time for students to practice how to do a compost, lay out a garden, set out rainwater harvesting systems.
Okay, so up here we have more indigenous, and there we have more where we started introducing our food forest and our food plants and shrubbery, because that's towards where the kitchen would be. And here we also wanted to densify the swale to, as Caro said, to create a windbreak. Fruit trees we brought along the perimeter of that forest, because there's already that height there. So we've got acacia, we've got...
The farm is in total 800 hectares, of which 40 hectares were old arable lands. We're busy designing a eco-village scenario which would have full title sites within the nature reserve.
We want to see food forests growing there, and beyond that there are more lands which are old arable lands where we'd like to see a permaculture village growing.
We're on the north-facing slope of the ridge. We're looking north to the Baviaanskloof, and if you come down from Moon Mountain, which is actually the feed to our main watercourse coming into the farm, down to the old homestead and farm buildings below us. The area earmarked now for the eco-village and development is from the old homestead across to the cottages, down that fence line there, and to this 40-hectare piece of land here, which was old arable lands, which then joins onto our nature reserve site. And directly below us here, this little scarring, is where we're proposing the yoga center, which would embrace the morning sun rising from the east. As you can see over on the east here is the Jeffreys Bay Gamtoos. You can see the waves breaking on the beach, little glisten of sunlight, and that is actually the Gamtoos Valley. We've actually designed a series of key line dams and swales, and then on contour kind of food forests, and creating open space and peripheral village nodes wrapping around the old arable lands, bordering onto the wild zone. In the valley below here we've got a convergence of 2 streams, which was previously a large wetland floodplain, and we're going to reconstruct a 5-hectare wetland in the basin, which should really attract a lot of bird life and really enhance this environment and add to our biosphere, which we will be recreating through the food forests. There's actually a wraparound road, it's about 3.5 kilometers, which wraps around this hill, and we're proposing 2 large retention dams, and those will be main feeder dams activating all the swales and food forests into the homestead node. Just down below us is our freshwater drinking supply, which is coming from an artesian well, and below that is actually the Diep Rivier, which is flowing down, and then we've got a sub-tributary from the mountains on the west there, which is also coming down, and a couple of springs. And if you look around us, we're actually in quite a big bowl, and then even going back to the ocean down towards the southeast here, we've got an incline coming back into the basin. We're sitting on quite a nice water bank here. The homesteads will all be independent title. I've got no 2 sites touching one another, allowing the migration of the wild zones and the common zones.
We're wanting to harness as much naturally as possible. There's a lot of work in the preparation and in the design layout.
It's all about the design, really.
Yeah, it's all about the design, permaculture. At the end of the day, we want everything to self-propagate. We want to have this abundance of food.
We're looking at nutrition and well-being. We'd like to take it further than just the crops that are going here and look at veldkos, food from the veld, looking at the herbs and medicines from the surrounds to improve vitality and well-being, natural building workshops, alternative energy research and development.
We're all needing the same thing in the end, and that is food, water, security, love,